Today we're going to be looking at one of the most popular music streaming apps, Spotify. I'm going to show you everything you need to know to get started using it right away. So we're going to be using this on the iPhone, but the app is available on Android and other devices like that. So once you have the app installed and signed in, you'll need to set up an account. The app is free and ad supported, so there will be commercials and ads that'll play during your music, or you can upgrade and get the paid version to be able to have everything. All right, so we're going to just start out here on the home page. To get to there, you see in the bottom left-hand corner a little house. You want to click on that. And across the top, you'll see some categories. Obviously, you have your profile picture to change account information, but then you have all your music, or you could just go to the music section and it'll have some playlists for that. You can go to podcasts. So your audio podcasts you can have that are clicked in there, ones that you're following. Audiobooks are also available in there. And this is what I really like about Spotify is it's all sort of in one. So let's just go to all, and you'll see then just below that, we have some of our existing playlists. We have playlists I've created. There's some that have been curated for me, and then my liked songs, okay? And then we scroll down and you can see there are some suggestions. And this is one of the things that I really like is these mixes that Spotify puts together. Once you start liking songs and adding songs to playlists and listening to more songs, it's going to learn what your tastes and your interests are in music, and it's going to create these playlists for you. And we'll get into this in more detail. Then down below that, we have some recent options that are in there. And these are the ones that are specifically made for me based on my interests and likes. They have some suggested stations that you can listen to. And again, stations are collections of songs in a certain category. Bobby Darin, Frank Sinatra, Fred Astaire. You can see what kind of music I like listening to. A lot of these suggestions that are following all under here. And then down at the bottom, you can click on search. You can search for a specific music or a song, an artist, an album, a podcast, whatever you want there. And then next to that, you have your library. And these are your playlists or your albums that you have collected. And then they have the premium if you want to sign up for that. Okay. Now, just to show you how some of these different mixes work, let's go to this daily mix for me. I'm going to click on that, little Michael Bublé. And you can see through here, it has all these different songs that are in this playlist that are going to play. The check mark next to them means that those are songs that I've favorited, that I've liked, that will be included in my liked playlist. It has some information about what you're listening to, and all you have to do is hit that arrow there, and it'll start playing that. You know, obviously for copyright reasons, we won't be playing the music. But if you like that song, you can hit the plus sign, and it'll add it to your liked song, and then it'll come up more often. And then you can also click on the individual songs to listen to those ones specifically. All right, and then you can back out of there. You can see it's suggesting, and this is one of the things that's really cool about Spotify is it really suggests songs based on what you're interested in. So it's a great way of discovering new artists. So I go Joey Cook, similar to Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox. Cool. I don't know that artist, so maybe I want to listen to that. Next to that artist, you'll see that it says follow. So you can click follow, and now I'm following that artist. So that artist will pop up more in my list of favorite songs and curated playlists and mixes and that sort of thing, right? And then you can see down at the bottom here, they have, this is the song that we're on currently. So you can see when I bring that up, this is part of what you're paying for. If you go to the premium, we'll eliminate those advertisements. So you can just close that out. Those won't pop up. And here you can see a little bit more information about the song. Sometimes they have little music videos that'll play along with that. And you can click on this and you can add it to your playlist. You can hide the song if it's something you don't want to listen to. You know, you can listen to it ad free. Again, you're going to the premium. And then you can search more detail. You can go, I want to go to that artist and Rick Hale. So now it has the popular releases of the albums that they've put out, more mixes that they're featured in. And so you could really sort of just keep bouncing and hopping from song to song to song. And the more that Spotify learns about you, the more that your mixes will be adapted for you. Okay, we're going to go back to the home page here. And up in the corner, you remember we were liking some songs that we liked. you could click on that like song and you can just listen to your liked songs, right? Now, one of the things is with the free version, you can only listen to this in a shuffle mode. They won't allow you to turn that off to listen to them in order. That's up to you. If that is something that's important to you to listen to songs in the specific order, then by all means get the paid for account. And then if you have a song in here that you no longer want to include in your favorites, you can just click on those three dots. You can remove it from the playlist and end it that way. Okay. Now let's go back over to your library. You can see the albums that you've followed or that you favorited if you want to listen to the whole album. Same thing with the artists. If there's artists that you're following, you can see that way and go Glenn Miller. It has all of Glenn Miller's stuff there. And so you can really kind of build it out that way. You can also build custom playlists. So you can create a playlist here and you can name it whatever you want. And then you just add songs to there. So you can have a workout mix or a running mix or a relax at the end of the day playlist. Whatever you want, you can kind of create and modify it as you wish. And with that, you're up and running with Spotify. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is this is the app version. There is also a desktop version that you can sync up with your apps as long as you're signed into the same account. So you can listen to music, whether you're on the go, whether you're at your computer. So I hope this helps you out getting started with Spotify, and I'll see you in the next video.